Sorry for the airplane. There's always something in the morning. I tell you, yesterday I spilled my water bottle. Today we've got like a whole airport of airplanes going over. Well, good morning, happy Friday. I am glad that you have joined me today for Stretch and Flow. We are going to get ourselves moving, starting just in a seated position with some smaller movements. So you can sit like I just was, cross-legged if you want to. Today I'm going to tuck my toes and give my feet some stretch by just sitting back on my heels. So I invite you to join me there. Have a seat, get comfy, and then we're just going to start with some gentle neck circles. So take your right ear to your right shoulder and just slowly bring it over to your left and then back around. Just half circles. And then when you get back to the right, just leave it there. Take your left hand and just let it come down to the ground so your shoulder doesn't come up. And bring it over to the other side. Back to center, take the hands behind your head. Big open up with the elbows to chest. Go back in. A couple more times. Nice big open up. And again. Last time. And then drop the left arm, reach the right hand up and over to the side. Big side body stretch. Other way. One more time. Another way. Bring it all the way up. And then we're going to move forward into cat-cow, placing the hands under the shoulders and the knees under the hips, arching the belly, looking up on an inhale, and exhaling to round the spine, push away from the ground, create space. Continue that on your own breath. Do one more cycle through. And then flip the wrists over, back of the hand on the ground, and just lean back slightly. A good stretch in the forearms. The hands back down, extend the right leg back for a single leg calf stretch. Pushing that heel down. Or we will get to the other side, but for now we're going to continue with our right leg, pulling it up through and forward to come into a low lunge position. Sinking the hips down, everything's coming down. backwards, pushing the hips back, flexing the front toes up for a hamstring stretch. Make sure you guys are breathing nice, deep, full breaths. Keep sliding back. Pull your heel back towards you as you come to sit down. Kind of scoot that foot out of the way. We're going to fold forward on your next exhale. Slowly use your hands to help you come back up. Coming all the way through, back into our low lunge, pulling that back foot up and reaching for it if you can. If not, just leave it as is. Still a good stretch. And then slowly release that back leg. Bring both hands to the inside, and we're coming into lizard pose. So another hip opener, just letting the hips sink down. If you want to come down onto your forearms, you can. And if you want to tuck your back toes under and lift your back knee, you can also do that. When you're ready, you can use your hands to push you back out. Bring that foot back to a kneeling position. And then we're going to do 3 cat-cows in each direction. We're going to make some circles. So you guys can find some movement there, but basically you're just going to round your back and circle it out, and then arch your back and make a circle. So 3 in each direction, connecting with the breath again. Inhaling as you arch, exhaling as you round. 3 each way. And then when you finish, you can send your left foot back for that single leg calf stretch. Pushing the heel backwards. Nice stretch in that calf. Just because we're stretching one thing on our body doesn't mean we should lose focus on the rest. I kind of just noticed my shoulders sagged a little bit and my head was tucked in. So really think about your posture throughout these stretching classes and what good can you do your body by keeping it in alignment. Slowly pull that left foot forward, coming into our low lunge position. Sinking the hips down. If you can place your hands on the ground, awesome. You could also use your knee as a support here. Push the hips back, flex your toes up for our hamstring stretch. Sit the hips all the way back. And then let's do a big inhale, arms up, and an exhale to fold. Slowly make your way up and through back into our low lunge. You can stay here or join me for that quad stretch, pulling that back foot up and reaching for it. And then slowly, with control, release your foot to the ground. Both hands on the inside. And sink your hips back down for our lizard stretch. Option to come to your forearms or tuck your toes and lift the back. Slowly press into your hands. Walk them to the center over towards that right knee. Turn both toes and meet me in a straddle position. Starting just with a fold, letting the upper body hang heavy. And then take your straddle as wide as you need to so that you can get your hands on the mat. We're going to take our left hand, put it just down right in front of our face. Take our right hand and open it up and twist. If you're a yogi and you like to do binds, you can bind this one, wrap around your left thigh. Everybody's looking up at the ceiling. Slowly release, coming back down, trading out the hand, lifting up the left arm on an inhale, looking up at that hand, or even maybe binding it. And then slowly release. Walk it over to the right side. You can either leave your hands on the ground or maybe use your shin to hold on to and pull yourself into it. Go sideways fold. And then start to sink into your right leg, coming into a nice low lunging position. I'm on my toe here, but if you can get your foot down, even better. Just opening up that inner thigh. And go back into your straddle. Walk your hands over to the left now. Same thing, pulling in for our stretch. Remember to take deep breaths. Sink into your left leg. Flex your right toes up. shift back into your left leg, coming back into your straddle one last time. We're going to reach our arms behind us, interlace them if you can, and just fold it over. It's one that you do not want to force. Just let your arms fall as much as they want to fall. Don't put any pressure on them. And we're going to slowly come on up. Standing with your feet together now. For a single leg quad stretch. Then we're going to lean it forward. You can either stay there, or if you like to practice yoga often and dancer pose, you can take a stab at that one, pushing your hand and foot into each other to create space and extending that front arm. With control, begin to release. Without putting that foot down, take it right into a glute stretch, crossing it over. You can bring your hands to your heart if you like, or hold on to something for balance as you do your glute stretch. Slowly release. We'll do the same thing on the other side. First, our quad stretch just for a minute. And then begin to slowly lean it forward. Either stay there or flip your hand around, extend your other arm, and lean into it. Breathing. Slowly release with control. Don't put your foot down. Just bring it right through into your glute stretch. Sink it down. With control, release. Foot to the ground. Take a big breath in. Baby back bend. Reach it back. Push the hips forward. Come on up. Take an exhale to fold, swan dive it forward, and you can bend your knees slightly. Just hang the body. On our forward fold, we're going to walk our hands forward and walk our feet back until we end up in a plank, lowering with control all the way down to the ground. And then on an inhale, pushing your hands into the ground, coming up for an upward dog. Then slowly bring the hips back for child's pose. Letting the forehead rest on the ground. And walking the hands forward, keeping the hips up over the knees, sink the heart down, walk the hands forward as you come into your puppy pose. Slowly come out, push it all the way back to a seated position. Take your right arm over and shoulder stretch. We're going to do a few stretches like this. So if you want to find a different seated position that's comfortable for you, be my guest. Switch arms. Bring your right arm up, bend it, walk the fingertips down the back as you do your tricep stretch. Switch. Release. Bring the arms together. Big open back up. Push the hands back behind you, opening up the chest. Turning the thumbs down, pushing the palms away. And release. Take the hands together. Roll them up. And we're going to come forward and through into our frog stretch. Widening out the knees. And then making sure that the foot is right behind the knee. Sinking into it. Slowly come out as gracefully as you can. We're going to come to our backs. Oh, I lied. Sorry, don't come to your back. We'll get there. Not yet. Got a couple more things to do up here while we are here. Coming to our seat, bringing the left foot in. Hug it as close to your body as you can get it. Keep it like this today. And then we're going to take our right arm, bring it around for a spinal seated twist. So take a nice look over your left shoulder. Stay nice and tall with the spine. Slowly look forward to release. Slide the other foot in. Really bring it in nice and close. Take your left arm, cross it around, and then twist. Forward, slowly release. Big inhale, arms sweep up over the head. Exhale, lead with the heart to fold forward. Slowly bring it up, feet together and in for butterfly. Walk it up. Take your right foot out, left foot in, just like we did before, bringing the heel and in as close as you can. If that is not a thing for you, put it down like that, or you can even attach it kind of like we do in our other classes. You're going to take your right foot onto your left ankle. The word eludes me today. And then try to drop your right shoulder down to the inside of your knee. It's probably not going to get there. That's okay. Just reach for that nice side body stretch, coming down as far as you can go. I'm trying to keep your chest open rather than down to the ground. Try to keep it open. Slowly come on up. Switching it out. Right foot comes in. Left foot extends. Take your left hand to your right ankle. Right arm comes up. Big inhale on an exhale. You drop over. Remember, always just stretch to mild, moderate discomfort. Never pain. If something doesn't feel right, just back off a little bit. And keep in mind that everyone's flexibility is at a different level, and it's okay to be wherever you're at. Slowly bring it up. Now we're going to come to our back. Bringing both our knees into our chest. Big hug for a second. Maybe a little rock side to side. Take your hands on your knees. Use your hands to be in control of your lower body and draw 5 circles to the right and 5 circles to the left. Small ones. It should feel really good on the low back. Five in each direction. And then when you're done, take your hands out to the sides, extend them long, drop the knees over to the left and look to the right. And bring them up, switch it out, other side. Bring it up. Extend your legs both out long. We will end the class with a couple deep breaths together. You can turn your palms up, let your feet fall naturally to the side. Close your eyes and just start to deepen your breath. And while you're doing that, notice what it feels like on your body. Notice how you feel physically and mentally this morning. And I encourage you, as you continue to take deep, full breaths, noticing your belly rise and fall, to think of 2 things that you are grateful for today. have to be big things, just anything that you're thankful for. And with this positive attitude, we'll close out our class together. A nice deep inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Here we go, deep inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. Slowly wiggle fingers and toes. Take the arms over the head, big stretch like you just woke up. Roll over onto your favorite side. And press it up. Coming to a seat. I thank you guys so much for joining me today for another fit class. I hope that you begin your day on a positive note and that it's a fabulous Friday for you from the bottom of my heart. Hope you have a really safe and wonderful holiday weekend, and I will see you next time. No classes on Monday, but we have so many recordings. You've got plenty to choose from. So we will see you next week on Tuesday, or if you're coming back for more classes later on. Bye, you guys.